The world is going to great measures to make you realize, to deceive you into thinking that the triangle and the circle are two different things. Because if you realize that the triangle belongs to the circle, that it's just a portion of the circle, it's half of the circle, that you'll realize that it must be created with the same scale. And then if you realize that it must be created with the same scale, then their pi value, that is just this irrational space number, wouldn't make sense, especially if you see the organization inside the circle. Two things I want to show you first. These 4 major degree points inside the 1-inch diameter circle, the heights squared equal perfect rational numbers. At 30 degrees, the inside height squared equals 0.25 a quarter. Inside height at 45 degrees squared equals 0.5 a half. The inside height squared at 60 degrees equals 0.75 3 quarters, and then 90 degrees squared it equals 1. And then whenever you look at a 60 degree right triangle with a 1-inch hypotenuse, you see the opposite side is 0.8660254 and the adjacent is 0.5. And then you say, wait a second, that's the same heights at 90 degrees inside the circle, at 60, and at 30. 90, 60, 30, 30, 60, 90 triangle. And then you realize it's created with the same thing. Here comes the fun part. Just like we use the value of pi because it's the circumference whenever the diameter is 1 inch tall, you can use the circumference. Say if you want to figure out inside heights at 45 degrees or saw 45 degree triangles, if you figure out the circumference of the circle whenever this degree point at 45 degrees is 1 inch tall, you can use that value to do the same thing. And how you do that is a couple different ways. One of my favorite ways is to take pi squared, that's the true value of pi, and pi squared is 9.72, but we'll take 9.72 and divide it by the inside height squared. So at 45 degrees, the inside height squared was 0.5. So 9.72 divided by 0.5 equals 19.44. So the circumference is equal to the square root of 19.44. So let's test it. If we take the circumference, true value of pi, and divide it by the square root of 19.44, you'll see you get that answer. But if you want to figure out your circumference, you take the height at 45 degrees and multiply it by the square root of 19.44.